there. So sincerely thank you to all our distinguished guests and all the global medium that have are part of this service now. Today is World Press Briefing, and first endorsement of some of the 2022 female political aspirants candidates in Nigeria. Please permit me, on behalf of the Board of Trustees of Society for Women Mentoring and Advancement, SWOMAB, welcome you to our first World Press Briefing, the first of its kind that we will be witnessing endorsement of some of the 2022 female political aspirants candidates in Nigeria. As we've said, my name is Honorable Princess Nikki Onyeri, the Chief Operating Officer of this wonderful organization. Please kindly permit me to sincerely thank our global media partner, News.Band Television based in London, for co-hosting this event, which is streamlined globally live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and all the social media platforms. We also thank other organizations that are collaborating with us. So many women organizations have come on board. In fact, one of them is led by our zonal director, Honorable Princess Abiodun Oyefusi, who is right there in London now. We also have one of our partners led by Engineer Pat Stan Dioka, who is also present here in Nigeria. But in particular, please join me to sincerely celebrate the network of disabled women who are partnering with us. So many of them, some are live here with us in physically present. This journey has taken years for the Nigerian woman. We have done well in the past by our mothers, grandmothers, great-grandmothers, like Hajia Gambo Sawaba, Mrs. Margaret Epo, Mrs. Ransom Kuti, and the rest of them. And these women kept breaking the glass ceiling. Suddenly, the big question is, how did the Nigerian woman lose this momentum? That when the democracy in Nigeria began, we have quite some numbers of women in the National Assembly, Nigeria Senate, and the House of Rep, just for instance. And the numbers have kept declining. It means that there must be something, either that we're not doing rightly, or that we need to unearth new ways of doing things. The big question is, what does the Nigerian woman want? The yearning of women in Nigeria is for our Nigerian men to open the doors and give us a seat at the table. We didn't say that we should push them away. We said, please open this door a little bit so that at least 35% positions in governance, in elective position, in appointive position, right from the national to the state, to the local government, right to the wards, should be made available for women. The point is, the men, are they ready to walk this walk with us? Yes, we believe so. We believe that at this point, some women are already sitting at the table. But what are the numbers? For instance, when you say that in the Nigerian Senate, how many are they? Out of 109 senators, I'm not sure we have up to 10. Then you go to the House of Rep, out of 360, the numbers also are very, very little compared to the men out of 360. So this is why we are saying that this movement that has started now by the Society of Women for Mentoring and Advancement, SWOMA, is for all women across parties. We have about 18 political parties in Nigeria, but we're saying for women to be able to break this glass ceiling, that we will not work in silos. We will no longer vote based on party basis. We are going to vote based on you, a woman coming out, especially a qualified woman. If you're a qualified woman and you're contesting in any party, we are going to say, we are saying here today that we will support you irrespective of party. But does it mean that women should sit in their houses for this to happen? No. Women, you must come out. And I'm glad that so many women are declaring. Even in our office here, we have gotten over 100 women across parties who have declared for different positions. 3 have declared for presidency. So many are declaring for governors, governorship, Senate seats, House of Rep, State House of Assembly, chairman of local government, councillors in the ward level. So we title it that it is that the women are coming. The women are here. The women are saying, we want to change the narrative in this country. It is only a woman who can feel the pinch of what other women are feeling. It's a woman who can only feel what your family, and when I mean your family, we mean both your children and the youth. It is the women who can only change this narrative. And we're saying the men, please, we don't want to say, all we are asking you is please open the doors and support us. We are your wives, we are your mothers, we are grandmothers, and we don't have any ill wind against our men because we know very many Nigerian men are ready for the women, but it's for the women to step up. Let me sincerely thank the co-founder of Society for Women Mentoring and Advancement, my humble sister, my friend, the first Deputy Prime Minister of Uganda, who was also the first female Speaker of the Parliament of Uganda, Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga. She has done incredible work with me across Africa, across the world. And to her, I owe a lot because each time, whether on phone or anywhere we get invitation, we just jump in because we had to market the story of Africa across the world. So sister, I thank you, and God will always be with you. You have made a firm promise that the day we are going to do the Women Conference in Nigeria, that you will fly in to tell the story of how this great movement has been very helpful in opening doors in Rwanda, in Namibia, in Uganda, and so many other countries. The women are asking for 35%. We are even saying other countries do twinning. Twinning means 50-50. The men, you take 50, the women take 50. That's what we are asking is, woman, give us twinning, 50-50, not 35%. 35% for us is too small. For the great number of Nigerian women we have, the proper census shows that Nigerian women are more in numbers. So really, this is an exciting opportunity. Today, we have gathered here to unveil and tell the world that Nigerian women are equal to the task. It is an exciting time, and we are grateful for this wonderful opportunity of being at this moment in time to be part of this narrative that is going to this history, this legacy. The fact that Nigerian women can join together and say, yes, this is the time I'm going to work together. We all are working together. Neither religion, neither ethnicity is going to stop us. So the people who think they can wave that flag for us, no, it's not going to stop us. At the Society for Women Mentoring and Advancement, one of our projects is the 2022-2023 Female Aspirants Candidates Forum. We are excited. Like I said, we have over 100 women that have signified interest to run on different positions. It is very, very exciting, and more are coming. So we are encouraging more to declare and start your campaign. Some men will tell you that it is not yet time. No, our electoral system umpire has released a timetable, and we are still waiting for further details of that timetable. But that timetable shows that if you are serious about running for election in 2022-2023, the time is now. Don't say that I will declare tomorrow. Declare yesterday, not even today. That's the only way, because the men have already started campaigning. Let me tell you, once there is an election cycle and it finishes, the men continue their campaign. But the women go inside the house and wait. Power is not given to anybody. You have to step up to be able to negotiate for this power. So we sincerely congratulate Nigerian women who have already declared interest in several positions. We're excited. And for us at this organization, we are going to do all humanly possible to make sure that you are elected in those positions, God willing. Now, another project at the SWAMA, Society for Women Mentoring and Advancement, is the fact that we are setting up all Nigeria Women Campaign Council offices across the nation, right from Abuja to all the 36 states of the Federation, right to the federal constituencies, right to the state levels, right to the wards, right to the local government areas. Let me shock the world. The story they peddle is that women don't work together. It is not true. Take us to the bank. Society for Women Mentoring and Advancement, SWOMA, has broken the jinx. For the first time, we have women, Nigerian women, who have stepped up to this clarion call, and they are donating offices across the Federation, already in the country, right from Abeokuta, Ogun State, to Benin City, Edo State, to the Aspirants office in Geneva, Switzerland, Damaturu, Yobe State, Jalingo, Taraba State, Lagos State, Ikeja, Aja office, Lagos State. Yola, we have for Adamawa State. We have in Owerri, Imo State. We have in Asaba, Delta State. We have Ikeja office, zonal office for Southwest, donated based in Lagos State. We have North Central Zonal Office in Makurdi, Benue. We have the Women Campaign Council Office headquarters in Abuja, FCT. We have in Mina, Niger State. We have in Enugu State. We have in Ibadan, Oyo State. We have in Awka, Anambra State. We have in Ikorodu, Lagos State. We have in Amak, SCT. We have in Agege, Lagos State. We have in a federal constituency that is in Benue State. We have in Alimosha, Lagos State. We have in Ajali, Urumba North South. And so many offices. Please, women, you deserve a round of applause. This has not happened in the history of this country. A round of applause for Nigerian women. As you can see, women are taking their fate into their hands. And they are saying, we are no longer going to sit by. We are no longer going to sit on the fence. We want to come on board, and we are taking our destiny into our hands. So we are grateful to all who have donated. The All Nigeria Women Campaign Council is made up of all parties, all parties. We are not saying that it is this one party or that party. Once a woman, you are a woman. The underlying factor there is woman. Once you're a woman, you're welcome. Come into this fold, and we will together fight this battle together. Another project we have at the Society for Women Mentoring and Advancement is the Nigeria Women Strategic Think Tank. Because we cannot achieve what we want to do without having a strategic think tank that brings ideas to fruition. And we are very excited that one of our legal luminaries drafted these committees, the various committees. And that's Honorable Princess Abiodun Yefusi. As a lawyer, she was able to break this fast to get down. One of the committees we have is the Strategy and Management Committee. We have a chairman. We have Council with Media Relations and Social Media Committee. We have a chairman. We have Election Campaign and Mobilization Committee. We have a chairman. We have Election Monitoring and Evaluation Committee. We have a chairman. We have Women and Gender Development Committee. We have a chairman. We have Finance Committee. We have a chairman. We have Membership Drive Committee. We have a chairman. We have Publicity and Event Planning Committee. We have a chairman. We have Local and International Relations Committee. We have a chairman. We have Fundraising Committee. We have a chairman. We have Legal and Disciplinary Committee. We have a chairman. We have Public Education Committee. We have a chairman. We have Communication and Community Service Committee. We have a chairman. We have Security Management Committee. We have a chairman. We have Peace and Conflict Resolution Committee. We have a chairman. We have Audit Committee. We have a chairman. And you can see that this is a well-rounded project. This Women's Strategic Think Tank is here to stay. This committee has 3 weeks to make submission of the roadmap to women coming to be in governance, in elective position, appointive position, and the rest of them. Provide the roadmap. That's what this think tank, and ways to navigate this. Most importantly, you know that fundraising and finance is a key thing. So we are eventually, in the next few weeks, we'll be unveiling a global fundraising. And that is already reached advanced discussion, because we know that the greatest challenge for women is finance. So we will try as much as possible to be able to raise the funds, both locally and internationally, to support women, qualified women, women who are ready to do the work for women and for Nigeria. We must be able to rescue our country. We must be able to navigate and provide the future, a brighter future for our children. And I think that's the way to go. Today we are here for the big endorsement. It has never happened in the history of this country. Women of Nigeria endorsing female candidates. We are endorsing today some female candidates for the 2022 election. The people who have declared, who are running, some of them are still aspirants, while some are already candidates. And we're encouraging more of them to come out, especially for this 2022. 2023 is not also in a distant position. You, if you want to run for 2023, this is the time. You must come out now. So today we are here, very delighted to give our endorsement. The first endorsement we are giving by Society for Women Mentoring and Advancement, with all its collaborating partners, women organizations around Nigeria, across parties. The first one is to the governorship primary that is coming up in Ekiti on Wednesday. The Nigerian women are endorsing the two women who are in the race for the PDP tickets, People's Democratic Party ticket. That is Senator Abiodun Olujimi and Princess Adekemi Adewumi. These two women, you have our endorsement. We salute your courage for declaring. We salute your tenacity for having come far at this time. And we are assuring you that Nigerian women are, after this, mobilizing. We have started mobilizing a long time ago, but this is the next level. We are mobilizing to make sure that out of these two women, one becomes the governorship candidate for Ekiti. Out of these two women, one becomes the governorship candidate for Ekiti. That's what Nigerian women. And we are still preaching twinning. If by chance or perchance, the two of them don't get it, but we are not working like that. One must be the deputy governor. That's the least we will accept in this country, 50-50. If a man ends up picking the ticket in Ekiti, People's Democratic Party, PDP, you must, out of these two women, Senator Olujimi and Princess Adewumi, if a man ends up being the governorship candidate, a woman must be the deputy. That's our message today. But we want one of them to be the governorship candidate. So we are not working for deputy, we are working for governor. So for the first time in Nigeria, we want a woman to be governor, contested for, elected. We have had a female as a governor that wasn't elected. She happened to come in as governor because the governor was out. She was the deputy, and that is in Anambra. So our big endorsement, the first one goes to the primary election holding on Wednesday. Senator Abiodun Olujimi, Princess Adekemi Adewumi, both of you, one of you must be the candidate for PDP. We are assuring you that the women are already in Ekiti, preparing, knocking on the doors, neighbor to neighbor, mobilizing, and more women after this endorsement are moving into Ekiti for the primary on Wednesday. The second endorsement we are giving today is the only female candidate for Abuja Municipal Council election, AMAC, local government. The only female running for chairmanship. And we want the chairmanship of FCT, AMAC in FCT. Her name is Honorable Mina Hosford. She's on NRM ticket, NRM tickets. You remember what we said? We are working across party. Wherever a woman, a female is contesting, and a qualified woman, we must endeavor to give that support. I will tell you that already we have mobilized for Mina observers. Women have volunteered to be observers. Women have been volunteered to be polling agents. Women have volunteered to be canvassers. And women, we are telling you, sit on the fence. This is the only female candidate for this election in AMAC, and we should give her the vote. The next big endorsement we're giving is for Honorable Magdalene Danjuma. She is running for vice chairman in Kwali Area Council. And she is running on APM. APM. My sister Magdalene, you have our support. The Nigerian women are mobilizing canvassers, polling agents, collation officers, observers, to make sure that at Kwali, you also win as vice chairman. We are further endorsing for the election in FCT that will be on 12th February. For Kubwa Councillorship, we are endorsing Honorable Anande Mwase Comfort of Abga. She is the only female running there, and she has our support. We are mobilizing canvassers, polling agents, collation officers, observers, also for her to win in Kubwa. Then for Ernest Bello, she is running as Council of Waters Ward for Gwagwalada local government area. We are also saying, Ernest, the women are solidly behind you. The Nigerian women are with you. We are coming with our PVC. We are coming with ourselves. Any woman that does not vote for these women, any woman that does not vote for these women, you have yourself to blame. Please join us, even the men. The men we know, a lot of you have reached out to us to say that yes, it is enough that this is the time for women, that you want women to get into leadership position. And we sincerely appreciate and thank our men who are very supportive of Nigerian women. You have always celebrated your mothers, your wives, your girl child. Please support us, give us this opportunity. We will not disappoint you. Finally, another endorsement we're giving is for 3 candidates who are running for Northeast Zonal Woman Leader for the All Progressive Congress, APC. This will be coming up in their convention in February. And they are Honorable Miriam Jatu, Honorable Fatima Jajare, Honorable Aisha Ahmed. The 3 of them are running for the same position in the Northeast as Zonal Woman Leader. And we are saying women, choose out of the 3 of them. They are women. Choose out of the 3. We are not asking anybody to step down. Please, if you want to step down, that will be your decision. But otherwise, if all of you end up in the field, we are asking Nigerian women, vote for the best candidate amongst these, our fellow sisters. This is the way to go. It is on this note that I sincerely thank all who have individually and collectively reached out to SWOMAP, Society for Women Mentoring and Advancement. We are saying and giving you the assurance that we will not disappoint you. By the end of this election cycle in 2022, we will be glad to beat our chest to say that, yes, through this Nigerian women coming together, things have changed and are changing. And then we move to 2023, where it will be greater work, more women contesting. We are going to also, we are looking forward to say at the end of the election in 2023, that we are going to have at least a female senator from each state of the Federation. 1 female senator from each state of the Federation. 3 House of Rep members from each state of the Federation. We are talking of the minimum. Sorry, 6 House of Rep members from each state. So each senatorial zone, we want 2 House of Rep, female. Then we go down to the state houses of assembly. We want greater participation, greater numbers of women, 50-50 in the state houses of assembly. For the governorship, we're also asking women, step up, declare your intention. We must have 2022, 2023, we must have at least 5 female governors, if not 6. At least from each geopolitical zone, we want 1 female governor. It is doable, my sisters. It is doable, my brothers. If we close ranks, if Nigerian women don't work in silos, let us remove the so-called pettiness, jealousy, and you have proven that you have removed it. The way this organization has moved since last year, with the donation of offices, more than 50 offices across Nigeria for women to campaign from, to having a strategic think tank, to having female aspirants, to even having fundraising to support women. This is incredible. Please give a round of applause to Nigerian women. Nigerian women, I congratulate you, but the greatest congratulation will be when you vote with your PVC, starting with 1, the FCT election, 2, the primaries that is going to hold in AKT, 4, the ones coming up in Osun State, that's for 2022. And then when we get to 2023, we want the narrative to even be louder. On this note, I thank you and hand over to Augusta in case there are questions from some people so that we can answer. Augusta, can you moderate that? Augusta. Augusta, are you here? Okay, is there any other person, somebody who wants to make contribution? Is it? Do we have? Hello? Okay. Abiodun? No. Yes. Princess Abiodun Yefusi is the zonal coordinator for Southwest. She donated an office, the zonal office and state office in Ikeja, Lagos. So can we have you, my sister, for your inputs?
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Apology, I'm on my mobile phone, so I'm joining you as I'm walking. So my video is a bit funny. So I hope you can hear me. Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Hearing you here.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Princess Nikki. It's a real big honor to work with you on this project. I must say, you are true a great leader and a visionary for women development. And I want to thank all the ladies, all the women of valor, the honorables, the excellencies online. We very much appreciate you. I just want to say that the momentum right now is with us women. And it is time for us to rise up as a unit that cannot be divided, because divided we will fall. United we will stand to win. Because men know that women have this personal pettiness and all that stuff. We need to now put that aside. We need to put personality aside. We need to put personal interest aside so that the women agenda, the 35% and the vision for the child girl can be achieved in Nigeria. And I know that with the start of the Ekiti and the local elections in Abuja, if we show what we can do as a unit, then the men will sit up, the political cabal will sit up and hear us. They will hear our voice. What we need the political class to hear is the voice of women, regardless of the party they have, regardless of the group they have. This is non-partisan movement now that we must achieve. When we come together as one, we can move anything. And I believe that we can achieve that. And this is why I'm giving it everything that I have, everything that I am to achieve the vision for that women development and that girl child. And this is just the start. So please, women that has volunteered for committees, let us be active. It's only for a short time. We only have a very short window between now and August for a lot of the primaries, a lot of the elections. So we will know the candidates that I imagine. I want to appeal to you, please, if you have volunteered your time, you volunteer to be in a committee, can we all please be active, be on, step up to the plate so that we can achieve the vision and the purpose. And God will support us. And I want to thank you all, and God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Abiodun, for that wonderful contribution. I can see one of the people we just endorsed, Honorable Mwase Anande. Can you give us some words?
Thank you so very much. It's a great honor to have connected with you as the pioneer and the leader of this great movement of women in Nigeria. It is a great privilege. It's a privilege in my lifetime.
Honorable,
you know,
can you check your internet connection? We are not hearing. Are you okay? Okay, why don't you take care of it because of time? Check your system. Let us talk with Isabere gone work here. Oh, Ebere, are you here? What of Oluwaseyi Dosumu? Oluwaseyi Dosumu, are you here?
Hello, good evening.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening, Princess. Good evening, everyone.
Go right ahead.
Okay, good evening. Thank you so much for this meeting. Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Though I came in late, I'm in Abuja. I'm in for 1 or 2 meetings that is going to help us in this coming election plus the primary. And one of the things we discussed here day before yesterday in the meeting, there's a group that belongs to here, is how we can support our own. And another thing is our own, they really want to win this election. Now, especially in Lagos State, because I saw some funny things playing out in Lagos State. And, you know, from my own part, do we really want to win the election? If you really want to win the election, we have to go extra mile as a woman. We have to really go extra miles as a woman to win this election. Because, well, I believe when we keep speaking like this, these men will hear us, but shouldn't case they refuse to listen to us and hear us. Let's go our extra mile and get the things that we need to do. Let's get it done so that we can get, if it's by force, by fire this time around, we will get it. Anything we have to put in to get our position, to get women up there, we have to be ready to put it. Like some of the speakers that have spoken earlier said that we should put aside these sentiments, these little fights between women and all that. Let's try and work together to make things work. Yes, I agree with all those things. But let's try and do, because if you do something, keep repeating some things, you keep repeating it the same time, repeating it, you don't put a different tone, there's no difference, you not get a different result. Let's put in something different this time. Let's put in something different this time. And I'm very sure, by the grace of God, we'll get a very positive result that will get women up there in all the parties. In all the parties. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sister. I'm seeing there that we have, is it Chinelo of Fortune? Chinelo, are you here? Chinelo, are you here? Do we have Princewell? Do we have Princewell? What of Chinelo or Fochie? Felicia Omo, are you here?
Hello, I'm here.
Who, Chinelo?
Yes.
Okay, you have the floor.
Can I wait a little bit more?
You can go on.
No, let me just listen to other people first.
Oh, okay. Okay, what of Princewell? Is Princewell here? Is Princewell here? What of the zonal coordinator for Southeast Zone, Southeast Zonal Coordinator, Engineer Pat Stan Dioka? She is right here. So you have the moment to speak.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everybody. I really appreciate everybody. First of all, my name is Engineer Mrs. Patricia Scandioka, the Southeast Zonal Coordinator. I appreciate everybody. You know, we women, we are always fast, but when the time comes, when they push us, we'll go back. In my own word, I always tell women, I am not the woman you can be. I am not pushy. If you are coming out, you want to run an election, before you come out, make up your mind what you want. Politics is not a child's play. It's a game, a tough game. You see, in India, we have gone so far that women are even looking for 75, while the men are, in fact, trying to see whether it can be 50-50 because of what they want. First of all, you will know what you want. Be determined. If you are determined, you will get what you want. To get an election is not an easy task. You must have a heart of a lioness. I usually tell people, it's the lioness that usually bring food for the lions. And if a lioness can bring food for the lions, that means they can as well defeat a lion. Be the lioness that you are, so that we can start from somewhere. We might not be looking for the 50-50, but give us the 35%. You start from somewhere. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Engineer Pat Sandioka. This lady has lived in India for more than 18 years. In fact, she is right into the Indian political party. The ruling party now, she is one of the strategic think tank committee members. A great leader in India and now back home, and happened to donate her services to this wonderful org. So you can see the caliber and the quality of people we have in this movement. So thank you, sister, for that wonderful and insight you have provided. That India, the women are not even asking for 50%, they already have it. They are now talking of 75%. So like you said, we want 50 plus 50-50, but where it's not possible, at least the minimum Nigerian women are ready for now is 35% across board, both in elective and appointed positions. Nigerian women are demanding for 35%. We have highly qualified women, so nobody should tell us that are there women. We have more than qualified women in Nigeria. So if you want the qualified women, they are out already. So make your pick, choose who you want. That's what we're saying. And now let us go in and call Princewell. And Chinelo, can you talk now? Hello? Hello, Chinelo.
Yes.
Why
Hello.
don't you talk now? So, yeah.
Well, all I can say is I am proud to be a woman. The woman folk, you know, when they say behind every successful man or beside every successful man, there's a woman. The men can't do it alone. They need us to help them do it. Sometimes they don't realize they need us to help them do it. We're not going to force them, but we're going to make them understand that they need us to help them do it. And the way we're going to do it is by showcasing ourselves positively. Positive presentation of ourselves is what we need. So I'm proud of the caliber of women in this group. I'm proud to be part of this. Let's keep doing what we're doing. So far, we're doing everything right, and let's keep moving. And hopefully, we'll see where it gets us. So I don't have much to say now. I am more ears now, listening and taking in everything that is happening. And when the time is right, I'm sure I will give more than 100% of myself. Here in Anambra State, I'm ready to help the women folk who are going to come out. I'm not sure of what is happening yet. Like I said, I'm still all ears.
Thank you. Thank you, my sister, for those wonderful words. And I'm seeing Honorable Tari Oliver.
Yes, I'm here. Good afternoon, everyone.
Honorable Tari Oliver, are you here?
I am here. I'm responding to you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you talk?
Okay, so, well, it's a good job you're doing, and special thanks to everyone who is committed to this cause. And I just came in from Abuja. We had the fundraising committee strategic think tank with INEC and stakeholders. And you know, the present electoral bill has now modified the amount of money needed for election. And for the presidency, I think it's been upgraded to 5 billion. Then for state governors, 1 billion, or I think 1 or 2 billion. Then it just keeps coming down like that. And I think for House of Reps, they said it's 200 million or something like that. So you can see that there's a lot of money that goes in. We that have been running elections, we know a lot of money goes in. But the issue is always funding for women. And yes, I understand the fact that we are collaborating across parties. We also have to be able to sell this idea to people that can buy in, because everybody tries to fund their own parties. You know, the men, they do that a lot, although they fund across party, but they would never come up to say they do that, because it can be a penalty. They can probe you or suspend you for anti-party activities, you know. So for us women that we are trying to bridge this gap, we need to be able to find people that can support us across parties, and we can actually start early raising funds. And probably we can figure out, anyway, that will be in the subcommittee, in the finance committee. So for now, I just want to say thanks to everyone. I appreciate this, and I hope that this energy continues in Jesus' mighty name for the Christians and for Allah for the Muslims. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that wonderful advice. Yes, I was also at the political campaign finance workshop that was put up by Electoral Hub, and they're trying to unknot how to navigate the financing of campaigns and parties and so on. In fact, the former chairman of INEC, Professor Jega, came up to give his own wonderful advice. So we are all, working, and but the important message, I think, is women, we have always worked in silos. And when I say in silos, it is in your peculiar party. The women in this party that are there, they don't want to work with the women in another party. But this is the time. That's why we said this is a unique organization. We said, no, yes, we belong to different parties, but that this is the time when it comes to election, vote across party. If a woman, vote across party. If a woman, and let me tell you, the men do it. The men do it. So that's how they win election. We're saying, women, let's learn. Let's play this game. And if we play it at this level, imagine the number of women. Imagine the youths, our children that are under our wings. Because if I'm voting, it's most likely that my child is likely to vote with me on the same issue. So we have a huge opportunity. If we can work together, close this gap, let us eschew the so-called jealousy, which I'm not seeing now, the so-called bitterness, the so-called pettiness. I'm not seeing it. I haven't seen it. Because how can we, within months of calling for offices, we have 50 offices donated by women? It's an incredible thing. It hasn't happened before. We are talking of strategic think tank. We have more than 100 women donating their services to come up with documents that will be a roadmap for Nigerian women 2022-2023. So this is an exciting time. Yes, finance is an issue, security is an issue, but I can bet we are dealing with that. We already have the roadmap for that, and our committee will give us better roadmap for that. Like I said, the time is not there. Whoever thinks there's time must be a joker. If you want to run for 2023 election, you must have declared yesterday, not even today. It means you have to be seen, to be consulting, to be campaigning, because you cannot say because you are a woman, you are not ready to declare for your interest in a position, you are not ready to campaign, you are sitting in your house, you have ceded the power to the man there. Suddenly, few months to election, we've seen it in some women. Few months, they jump out and say that they want to run for election. That's not, it doesn't show seriousness. If you want to run for election, you must have declared yesterday and be seen to be running for election. Start your consultation, start your campaign, whether it's underground or publicly. When we open the newspaper, social media, all we are hearing is men who are consulting all over the country, who are consulting in their communities, who are going for burial, who are going for weddings. What do you think they're doing? They're already campaigning. They're campaigning. And some of you have told us that, no, the men said it's not yet time. Oh my God, you have yourself to blame. If you are still, as of today, waiting to be given green light to run for election, then something is wrong. Please, women, we're encouraging you to come out, declare your interest. Even if you don't do the massive poster, send the digital poster to us so that we can put it in our system and start doing the work we are doing on the ground. Some of the work you're seeing might not be in public. We have started lobbying, we've started negotiating. One of the things we will publicly be doing on February 14, which is the celebration of Valentine's Day. The Valentine's Day of this great movement. We are asking Nigerian women, if you want to join that movement, come, send your name. We are going to go to INEC office to ask the chairman of INEC to make it mandatory that all positions in parties, during convention must have 35% for women. Luckily, the APC convention is coming. We want to see more women in position, not just one national woman leader. No. Women on 14th February, join us to go to INEC to solicit, to lobby. We are not protesting, we are picketing to say that across party, INEC as the umpire, make it mandatory that during conventions of parties, that parties put it in their constitution, 35% seat must be with the National Working Committee for Women. And then 35% must be for elective position. That's what we will be appealing for. Reach out to us, send your name for clearance security-wise. We don't want people that will make trouble, but we say that on 14th February, we will go to INEC to request for this from the umpire. Any party that does not implement that should be deregistered. Enough is enough. The time is now. The women are here. We are no longer coming. The women are here. I can cite the former Minister of Women Affairs.
That's what.
Her Excellency, Barrister Josephine Anini. I don't know whether the connection broke. She joined and broke. But let me stop here.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello, good afternoon.
You have the floor.
Oh, good afternoon. I'm sorry. Okay. Hello.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay. I'm sorry I'm joining almost at the end of the this beautiful, very educative program. I want to thank Princess Nikki. You're doing great. And thank all the women who are able to come and join in this fight, struggle, trek, journey that we have been on for decades. Thank you very much. And we wish that very soon, in the very near future, the efforts, the results of all the combined efforts will be very apparent in Nigeria. But there's something you just said about picketing INEC to ask political parties or to insist that political parties give women 35%. I am not sure that INEC has that power to do that. Because I remember many years ago, we went to INEC. I think it was during the time of, we went twice. We went during Iwu's time, and we also went during, not Mahmoud, the one before, the one before Mahmoud. Yeah.
Professor Jagan.
Professor somebody, yeah. And, you know, this was what we asked, and they told us that they cannot. What INEC does as an umpire is to insist or to supervise and make sure that parties adhere to their own constitutions. So if the party says they are going to do 35% and it is in their party constitution, then INEC, during that, when in their supervisory role, can now hold them accountable to what they have promised. But I don't know whether the laws have changed, but I remember that we have done this in the past and we didn't didn't yield the desired result. So it is to get the political parties to do it. At the last PDP convention, the women came out and wanted the party to, insisted that the party should observe the promise that they were going to give women 35%. But it didn't go through because the party now turned around, the party men turned around to say that it was not very well spelled out, that it wasn't spelled out. There were no modalities. How are we going to do that? That women should, you know, please allow that convention to pass. That in the constitution, that constitutional review process that I think is ongoing now, that the women should now insist that it should be written in black and white, and the modalities should also be spelled out, so that nobody can renege on that promise in future. So I hope the women in PDP remember that promise and they should insist that it happens this time around. If not, next convention, they will still suffer what they suffered at this last convention. So that's what I want to say here. I didn't hear what others said at the beginning, but I'm sure you've had a good meeting. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Excellency. You have
Thank
been,
you, Princess.
You have been a mother, a mentor, and in the front burner, you know, championing the women cause. And you have given us some background information. We will also make further inquiries. If we cannot go by law to INEC, we will start immediately to reach out to political parties.
Yes.
To make sure, as you said, that this is written inside their constitution. But even for the sake of it, for everything that is good in humanity, it is important that a party brings women on board. It is very important. And
Princess, Princess, for
yes.
the optics, yes. and for publicity, please do yes. go to INEC on yes. On the 14th and tell them this is Valentine. You people should love us. We are part of humanity. So please do that. Okay. Whether INEC has the power to do it with political process or not, that yes. event will bring it to consciousness of the populace. Please do that. Okay. Go ahead and go. Yeah. They should love us.
And I know you will be there. You will be
yes,
there.
If I'm in Abuja, trust me. If I'm in Abuja, trust me. I will carry placards.
Yes. Yes. So thank you so much. One of women from the Network of Disabled Women. Lois Outer, are you here? And I can see the former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Patricia Ete. She's also raising her hand. Lois, can you give us short one, and then we take the former speaker, please.
Yes, thank you so much, Princess Nikki, for giving me the opportunity to speak. Please permit me to speak on existing protocol. Our former Honorable Minister, I have seen you, I have heard you, and thank you for being a great advocate for women inclusion. Yes, we are very proud of Society for Women Mentoring and Advancement for making it possible for Network of Disabled Women to be part of the collaborators and partners to ensure that women and women with disabilities are included in the political sphere. It is time that we begin to campaign and change the mindset of women at the grassroots, that they should look at gender, credibility, character, competency that comes from women. They should look at those traits and leadership skills from women, not just for men, because men have been there and nothing changed. So to see the changes and the transformation we want to see, we should begin to change their mindsets to vote for women. Thank you so much, Princess Nikki and your team. Thank you to other partners and everybody in the room. Thank you.
Thank you, Lois, for the wonderful contribution. I think I'm still seeing Her Excellency, the former Speaker of House of Representatives, Honorable Patricia Ete. Is she still here?
I'm sorry, she's not online. She sent her apologies that she won't be able to come join. I think network problem or something, but she will join at the next forum. That's what I typed online.
Okay, okay. I'm seeing two other participants. We will be rounding off. Two other participants. After that, we will shut down. Who else?
Please, I raised my hand.
Okay, go on.
Can I go ahead?
Yes.
So I was just thinking, as Mommy was talking about the go-ahead order for the INEC visitation, I was thinking that if we could just do something like a red t-shirt and tag it, show some love to women in politics or female aspirants, female candidates, so that those of us that are not in Abuja, we can trend on social media, we can wear a t-shirt wherever we are. It can be like an advocacy for the group. I don't know what you're planning, but I just thought about this and I said, let me share.
Yes, we already printed a t-shirt. The color is pink, as you know, and it will be worn on either skirts black, trouser black. Then if you want turban black, or so it will be anything black, cap or anything on your head. The t-shirt will be pink, and then the trouser or skirt or, you know, black. So the t-shirt will be used partly as a fundraising drive for this organization, because we are adhering to international global practice. We enough of people having free will, give away things. Our t-shirt will be used for fundraising. We are putting costs to it to say that it is so amount. Out of that, the cost of the t-shirt, the printing will be there. Whatever is on top will go into the cost of this organization for things that we are doing. So we will be releasing information on that. So like the former honorable minister said, we will continue. I think that show of love to women is very critical, that we do it on February 14th. Thank you. I think on this note, we are going to thank everybody who has participated, in particular, our women who are physically present here in Nigeria and in the office where we are operating this from. And globally, the women and men who have consistently joined. We thank all our supporters, all the collaborating agencies, especially News.Band Television in London, that has always provided this service. We thank you. It's been streamlined on Facebook, Instagram, and all the social media platforms. News.Band Television in London, we thank you. Every time you offer this as your great support for Nigerian women. This is the third time you are doing this and you don't even charge us anything. Then we also thank other collaborating partners, women organizations, and you, my sisters and brothers who made out time to be part of this. In closing, we have endorsed Society for Women Mentoring and Advancement has endorsed Senator Abiodun Olujimi and Princess Adekemi Adewumi for the governorship primary of Ekiti State on Wednesday for PDP. We have endorsed Honorable Mina Hosfor of NRM for AMAC chairmanship. We have endorsed Honorable Magdalene Danjuma for Vice Chairman, Wali Area Council on APM. We have endorsed Honorable Comfort Mwasa Nande for ABGA in Kubwa, Councilor, Kubwa local government. We have also endorsed Honorable Ernest Bello for Wawalada Quarters 001 on the party of APM. Then we have for the upcoming Congress convention of APC, we have 3 women for Northeast Zonal Woman Leader, Honorable Fatima Jajere, Honorable Alexander Jatu, and Honorable Aisha Ahmed. 3 of you are contesting for that position, and we support the 3 of you. 1 of you should get it. On this note, I thank you, and we will see you on February 14, God willing. Thank you. That's fine.
If you also gave me
Okay.
Hello, have you finished?
Don't make a mistake. That's sure.